you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kira the Doll back for yet another video. As you guys can see, today's video is of Johnson's Cabaret episodes 5 and 6 of the California season. And like I mentioned last week's two episodes were not that interesting. It was kind of just drawn out. Like the things that were going on were drawn out, and I was ready for them to start dancing, which they did these two episodes. So it made it, get more into it, like pick up the pace. And I also forgot to mention Isis and Danny's fight last week because the fight was that week, just like the episodes was weak. But as for Danny, I'm gonna need you to get in that training gym or get some boxing classes or something because you used to be like the underdog when it came to fighting, but I don't know what it is. Just Danny, don't be out here hurting yourself in the name of Jocelyn because that's what it about look like. The only thing that connected in that fight was Isis snatching them glasses off of Danny. Other than that, it was trash. But I mean, all of these fights are trash. Because y'all, let's be real, there are truly no big hitters on the Cabaret yet. Lastly, I want to mention if you are somebody who finds yourself getting upset when a person is trying to make you laugh or just enjoying their own existence, being happy to be here, please, I beg of you, just click off. I don't want no negative energy. None of that. We here for a good time, not a long time on this earthly plane. Can I get a amen? All right. So let's get into it. Thank ya. Thank ya. Thank ya. Last week I also forgot to mention G Baby and Oceans both said that they thought the other person was bullying them, which is just ironic. Y'all both can't be the bully now. But as far as this natural and T Love situation that this episode started off with, I don't know about y'all. Let me know, but T Love is just giving jealous to me because she too pressed about natural. Natural, on the other hand, she not really feeding into it. The thing about T Love, I can feel where she's coming from, especially with mentioning what she's going through in such a hard time in her life. But we don't understand the full situation until you elaborate or something because everything you're mentioning to us, it still doesn't prove your point that you're trying to make. But Natural, on the other hand, she took that fight for show. And also about Natural's confessional look, it does look very T. I'm not going to sit up here and lie, but I seen that a long, long time ago because she had posted it on her Instagram. And when I seen it such a long time ago, I felt how everybody feel now, like, oh my god, that look is T. But I've been seeing the look, so it's like, yup, that's her. Next, Natural is T. Period. Next, but at this point, after T Love walk off and Natural talking to Jocelyn, I was starting to feel like Jocelyn is building some good relationships with the girls. So I have to wait and see her act up because we know how she is and we know that she is. She just playing it cool for now. Plus, I guess she feels pretty accomplished with her little 1-2 that she did on Danny, Andrea, and Hennessy. But y'all, is it just me? But Erica gives Muppet. Like Erica, she's so like she should have stopped under the knife a long time ago. Cause I'm not like honestly, she isn't even a bad looking girl, but it's just too much work. Then Jocelyn wanna call Egypt alopecia, and I just feel like Jocelyn, she pick and choose. She know who to play with. Cause she said it in the confessional, but she ain't say it to her face though. But her trying to put up T Love guard, y'all, had me crying. Jocelyn, please. Now we finally get to see them dance. And Ricardo, he about under the influence as a mob. Then I'm like, oh, Ricardo got him a confessional now. Okay, moving on up. I see you. I see you. But yeah, y'all, Ricardo be lit. Y'all cannot convince me otherwise. So basically, at this point, Ricardo is starting to fill Jocelyn in on what they about to go over, and he's just talking about things that he has to nip in the bud with the girls. And I can't help but agree with everything that he had to say and everything that he did say to the girls. Because at the end of the day, like I just said, we finally get into dancing. This is what the whole point of the show is. So if you can't show up in the main aspect, what's the point? Then all the girls got excuses and they mad at Ricardo. But honestly, I have to agree with him because you never know what goes on behind the scenes. And not only that, but he got his own individual reads for each girl. So it's not like he just pulling stuff out his behind. Then on top of that, the dance is not even that difficult. So shoot, y'all gotta work with the man. So at this point, all of the girls collectively are talking about what's about to go down and what's been going on, which is about the competition that they're about to do. They have to pick their own teams. And in picking their own teams, what do you guess? Yes, you guessed it. Drama comes about who's gonna be on what team. So the only person that we could kind of get the clue that something is probably about to go down with is Sky, Lexi, and Isis probably, because that's what the drama is surrounding. And yeah, so natural just like I'm not about to basically she like I'm not about to feed into this stuff, this mess that y'all got going on, the OGs versus the new G's and all this dumb stuff. The blue team versus the black team versus the white team. She said I ain't for all that. Like leave me out of it basically. But Hottest Flame, I really want to see her fight just because she said she was a wrestler. So yeah, I was interested in seeing that. But yeah, we got Love in the bed talking about she having weed withdrawals. And all I really got to say about Love is why did you come on Jocelyn's show playing or not even playing? Like, because if you serious, why did you come here? Because Jocelyn is not about to give you no empathy, sympathy, anything. Look how she treat these girls. So at this point, what happened was Sky and Lexi start fighting, and Oceans hops into it, and I could see where some of the Oceans hate is coming from. It was definitely unnecessary to jump Sky, but necessary to them because they had to jump her, or they was gonna lose. And talking about some goddamn family, I feel like the whole reasoning was stupid. The OGs made it about the OGs versus the new girls, and honestly, what more can we expect? These girls are literally competing against each other. They've always did this. It's like it's so contradicting of the OGs to say, "Oh, we the OGs versus new Gs," when the OGs be fighting y'all damn selves. So y'all funny with that, but I guess that's the whole point. Y'all all fight each other. No matter who you is, new, old, everybody getting in the paint. So we had Sky fighting Oceans. Sky fighting Lexi. Oceans hop in. G Baby on the steps. Isis hop on G Baby. Erica trying to hop in Sky fight too. So basically, multiple people are jumping Sky. Then I really don't know. I Since the moment G Baby said she was hurt, I didn't know how to feel about it. Like it's just like it just felt too fake. I don't know what it was about the way it just feel like maybe her heart rate be going up, like with Love be seeing, was they seeing all them fighting the way they be fighting, they traumatized. This Jocelyn security guard face got me crying, y'all. But yeah, Ocean's definitely changed from last season to now. We have to keep watching her play her cards. I think Ocean's problem is that she's trying to win over the fans instead of just being herself. Same with Danny and Andrea. Like I said, with my channel, I don't care if you like me or not. Click off because I ain't changing for nobody, baby. Be yourself, and those who meant for you will rock out with you, and those who are not meant for you will rock out. Period. But it's insane how many girls thought it was reasonable to have all of y'all at once trying to attack one person. All y'all really doing is showing how much of a threat this girl truly is. Then they gonna say Sky snuck Lexi, but Lexi was looking straight at Sky. I guess because they wasn't both ready. But how much more ready did next Lexi need to get? She was standing up, she was facing her opponent. I feel that this was a L or a sneak that was her fault. I see a comments that say Oceans need to be the security. And if that ain't the truth, I was confused why she even jumped in the fight to begin with. They were definitely wrong for the way they attempted to do Sky. And did y'all notice Andrea ain't say nothing until Jocelyn got there? Hmm. Yeah. And then I see why y'all don't like Oceans. Why she got this ski mask on? Andrea, the last person she need to be copying. Come on now. Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Frick, and then Frack, and the third. The hell? Three Stooges. Then it surprised me how bold Oceans was to fight Hottest Flame. So I thought to look up Hottest Flame because I'm like, all right, they said she a wrestler, whatever. The thing that stuck out to me the most is that it says that she's 4'11". I bet I would bet money this is the reason that Andrea acted like she wanted to fight her for Oceans because Jocelyn was now in attendance as well. To the point that Jocelyn had to tell Drea to move out the way so Oceans could fight her. Since she wanna sneak, this don't got nothing to do with you, Andrea. Oceans was definitely wrong for kicking her, but I feel like you got also taken into consideration what happened to Oceans last season. She literally got kneed in her eye, and that truly may be the reason she came back on this bullshit. I said this before, but Hennessy was such a wild fighter that Oceans doing this ain't even that crazy compared to all of the things that Hennessy done did. She done bit somebody for God's sake. But anyway, this too much. But then they let Sky and Erica fight, y'all. Sky tore Erica down to the ground, honey. But let's backtrack a little bit. Hottest Flame was crying, which is definitely understandable because I mentioned they was wrong for attacking Sky the way they did, and Hottest Flame had to step in because nobody else would. Plus, G Baby had her arm with the sling on, Love in the bed. The whole team just messed up. Now, Hottest Flame arm came out the socket or whatever she talking. Whole team down. We have Team White, Sky, Team Black. You know all them motherfuckers. Fight. Sky versus all them motherfuckers. That shit was crazy. But yeah, Erica should have said that one out. Dez should have took that one. But Erica was too hyped to try to fight somebody. Girl, you seen what happened to what you did to Kate last season with that plastic surgery, and you thought that it was a good idea. You with the same make and model to go and do that, baby. But yeah, they on the bus. Jane Doe mad. She feel like the wrong people was there, and they at this point they like we about to get our lick back. Yo, this part had me crying. Danny like, yeah, I don't play that mess. I don't play about my team members. We got you, sis. And it's just like, girl, if you don't shut the hell up, you sound like a fly in somebody's ear. Then Oceans want to keep saying she's a victim, she's a victim, she's a victim. Girl, let's be for real. You jumped in that fight. This is the consequences of your actions, respectfully. But yeah, Sky definitely got them hands. This is why sometimes quiet people need to be left the hell alone. And I'm glad Sky she putting on for us. Cause a lot of these girls, I just said it, they cannot fight. But yeah, this challenge was definitely interesting to watch. I felt like this is some of the things that makes the show good when they have different aspects that we get to see them do. It's not always the same repetitive cycle over and over. But a few girls were scared to come down. I was wondering why nobody was scared to come down the way everybody was just coming down so easily until Lexi and Chinks got stuck. Danny came down in the split. Jocelyn like, how's she go on the plane if she scared of heights? Jocelyn, I don't think that's how it work, mama. We still be scared as hell on that plane for sure. But the way that these two teams are beefing is kind of hilarious at this point because it's just like, are y'all for real? It's just giving this is a game to all y'all OGs. The only person who ain't playing right now is Sky. These hoes is lights, camera, action. So yeah, at this point, Natural is still like, don't involve me in the bullshit, and we gotta give it to her because she ain't no follower. She a leader. She gonna stand on how she feel, and that's the type of people that I like. People that is not just gonna follow the whole crowd just because they saying something. Did you think about what they said and if it even makes sense? Y'all, people just so quick to follow after the next person. These girls truly do be finding any reason under the sun to beef. But the main question I have about these two episodes is that do y'all believe the injuries? It's way too many newbies doing nothing, and most of the OGs are going pretty hard for their spots. Then Andrea's confessional look. For one, why did they show us her grill falling out? Y'all couldn't edit that out. For two, who told her that this was cute or this is like I feel like I see where she was going with it, but she could look so much better because she is not. She's a pretty girl. She's a very pretty girl. Let's just call a spade a spade. Then she's wearing a ski mask that says "Pray for me." At first, I didn't know how to take it, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, maybe y'all really should pray for that girl because literally Jocelyn, this same episode, I also forgot to mention Jocelyn called her a fake ass bitch, and she just like, yeah, I am, and it's just like, Andrea, I'm gonna need you to stand up. I think that Jocelyn will even respect you more. Maybe that's the whole lesson she's trying to teach you is to stand up for your damn self. Cause let's be for real, Jocelyn don't play them games with every girl. It's like she only plays with certain people. She knows who to play with. Everybody ain't finna go for it, and she knows what she doing. You know, she know who she can play with. You can't play with everybody because everybody ain't playing. But what I gotta say about the challenge they were doing, the bugs and roaches was definitely too far. But that's the thing though. Some people really need it. And can you really blame them because we're all in the same boat? I mean, yeah, you can blame them because, I'm not saying I would eat a roach, but they are literally looking at it as their way to survive. And that's what I mean by we're all in the same boat. We all out here just trying to survive. Can I get an amen? But yeah, they're definitely selling their souls. But I don't know. I feel like that's a little hypocritical because if they selling their souls, are we all selling our souls? Because we all chasing the dollar. We all is. You'll be allowed to say you ain't working for that dollar. Most people, I mean, some people ain't, but the most of us is. So now I feel like we need to touch on Danny and Andrea because they're just getting a lot of hate. My true opinion on Danny is that because honestly, a few seasons ago, I don't know who remembers, but she came online saying like, "I'm not coming back to the show. Like I'm done." Da da da. I think that at this point, Danny is mentally checked out. I don't think that she's even there. She looks so disassociated. Like she look like. That's why I said half of the stuff she be saying don't even be sounding convincing, believable. None of it. It's like you could tell that girl do not want to be there. And as far as Andrea, I really don't know how to feel about her. It's like it definitely feels like they are acting off a script. But Andrea, what I will say for her, like I said earlier, pray for them girls, cause something ain't right. We can obviously see that. Esteem is very low. Maybe they are acting, but still, this is a hell of a role. But yeah, like I, I, what I see possibly coming is them getting beat in the name of Jocelyn because I seen Bad versus Wild. They said Andrea Taseki was trying to get her. So y'all, if Jocelyn put her in a line of danger like that, she do not. She don't. I don't know. She don't care about you. All money ain't good money, you know, and that'd be a hard pill to swallow, especially in the times we living in. But yeah, what y'all got to say? What's y'all opinions? Let me know down below. I appreciate every last single one of you guys for watching. Let me know y'all opinions on these two episodes and stay engaged. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. See you guys.